I bring up our new meditator because he inspires me, and he didn't know that I have decided to theme this class based on something his life has taught me. And that is the power of creating out of nothing. Let me tell you about Drew Danzeisen. I've gone to several Olympic Games for NBC affiliates all over the country, running like a crazy man through the streets of Rio and Pyeongchang, figuring out where to go, how to get there, what pass I need to get into the venues, all of those things that exist sort of at the root brain, which are fight or flight, survival. And every time this kid from Las Vegas pops up, making it easy, showing me, the guy who has all the access to all of the privilege and all of the media buses and everywhere I need to go, showing me where to go and how to get there. Because he's there to volunteer. And he's there because he loves the opportunity. Drew Danzeisen creates something out of nothing. Every time. He has that ability mentally and spiritually and emotionally to dream a dream and say, how do I make it happen? And this week on Channel 3 we featured Drew because he had another dream. He wanted to bridge a gap in our world, in our community. These Golden Knights games are expensive, right? And Drew knows that there are foster kids and kids who don't have access to all the things that we see on TV, like the Raiders games and the Knights games and some of these things that cost big ticket moments. And he wanted to make them available for these kids. Drew creates something out of nothing. And this week on Channel 3, we featured the fact that this kid from Las Vegas who pops up at the Olympic Games every time I'm there in a foreign country, making a way, creating something out of nothing, created something out of nothingness for some kids in our community who got to sit next to the people who can now get to know them, who can see them, who can see the spark of humanity in them, and build bridges. Something out of nothing. And I know if all of us are breathing, and if there is a beating heart at the center of our chest, the universe intends for you on the front row, and you on the back row, and those of you in the middle, to create something out of nothing. I don't care what your life experience has taught you in the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't care what your limitations are, perceived or otherwise. If you've stopped dreaming, you've stopped living in a sense. What's a something out of nothing that you are being called to create? Take a moment with that. When you do that, your heart starts to open. You start to sort of look around in the dark of your own consciousness for opportunity. It's how you're programmed. So let your body begin to mirror that openness. Become aware of your breath and start to breathe a little deeper down there at your navel. Exhale. Another deep in-breath at the navel. And on this exhale, I want you to empty out your body, navel into spine, wring yourself out, clean your house. Out, 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 out. Really press your navel into spine. And then breathe in and create and carve out space all the way to the top of your lungs capacity. And then when you get to the top of your lungs capacity, hold that breath like you hold an idea. Hold it. Any limiting thought, open your mouth, exhale, audible breath, let it go. All the way out, all the way out, all the way out, all the way out. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Breathe in audibly. Hold it. Audible breath, exhale. Let go of something today. My goodness, let go of it. All the way out, all the way out, all the way out. Breathe in. Audible exhale. There you go. I felt the release in the room. Let's do it again. Breathe in, create space. A new idea. Hold it. Put it in the universe. Exhale, let it go. One more time, we're going to clean our house. Navel into spine. All the way out, all the way out, all the way out. Really press there at the center of your stomach. And then breathe in. All the way to the top. Simple and easy. Simple and easy. Simple and easy. Hold your breath. Create something out of nothing. Open your mouth. Exhale, let it go. Thank you. I'm so proud of you in advance. Let your breathing go back to whatever rhythm and pace it is naturally for your body. Become a witness of your breathing. Just hang out in your space, eyes closed. If your breath is high in your chest, you've got a little anxiety, friends. You must be human. So, throw a little blanket of kindness over that anxiety and bring it low into your stomach, into your core, and breathe in, navel, breathe out at the navel. If you're thinking about the future too much, you're going to have anxiety. It's miserable. So if you're worrying about the future today, let it go on an exhale. Maybe if your thoughts have been on the past too much, evaluating every word you've ever said and every choice you've ever made, you are inviting situational depression. The past is done. It's done. You've already been in that classroom. So allow yourself to be here now, be in this classroom. Breathe in. Breathe out. Settling into your space, the thought occurs to me that in order to create something, you have to start with nothing and nothingness. You cannot fill up a cistern that's already filled up with old water and old wine. So pour out yesterday through your exhales and let yourself be an empty cistern ready to be filled up again. Let today be the day we fill it back up. And with your eyes closed, you can connect your thumbs with your four fingers. The ancients called that your mudra. Maybe even see as you breathe in and breathe out a beam of light there where your fingertips touch. And let that be one single focus. I always use our friend in the parking lot as an object lesson. So listen. Are you coming up on judgment for that sound? Does that bother you? Or can you send an in-breath and an out-breath to what some would call a distraction and realize that some mother's son or daughter is on that motorcycle outside and woke up this morning with worries or joys that we don't know and is going into the world with our highest thoughts and hopes that mother's son or daughter travels safely? Can you reframe your life, your experience? Breathe in. Breathe out. Throughout your meditation, you will have thoughts that will repeat, that will tap you on your consciousness and say, listen to me, and try to jump to the front of the line. And when they do, please, like we just reframed with the sound of the motorcycle rider outside, reframe that experience. No irritation, just gentle compassion. Say, I'm going to go back to single focus, and you can come back another time. What are some single focus points that you can use? Well, your body, as Rumi taught, is the roadmap to the astronomy of your soul. So let's use your body. Go to your skin. Breathing in and breathing out. Is there a place on your body that is cooler than another place on your body? Or where perhaps you feel air passing over your skin. For me, it's my left arm, but I don't feel it on my right arm as much. Where is that for you? Breathe in, breathe out. What you're feeling right now is energy, the manifestation of energetic impulse from a sensory focus transmitted to your brain. And an awareness of breath linked up with the awareness of that physical sensation can move it from one part of your body to the other. So identify somewhere on the body where you feel air moving or warmth or cooling. Breathe into that and feel that sensation expand. And on your exhale, try to move it over to the opposite side of your body. No expectation of what you're supposed to feel. Just lean into the practice. Create something out of nothing. So when your thoughts start to take you away, when your body starts to feel discomfort, that is one single focus you can use today in your practice. Breathe in. Breathe out. Become aware of the sensation of light or shadow through closed eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. I turned the lights off, but isn't it amazing that light is still reaching through these closed blinds? Don't you take that as a light thing? Even in the dark, light reaches for you. In the quiet of your mind, say your name. Light reaches for, and then put your name in that sentence and breathe with that. And as you add your breath to the awareness of light, add your breath and feel the light expand around you 360 degrees. Light is reaching for. Exhale. Let it in. It's where you come from, light. Underneath all your stories and judgments and resentments and failures and fears, underneath all the years, there's just light. That's home. So breathe in, home to your heart. Let light expand and come home for a minute, kids. Come on. As emotions rise, know that you are not the emotion. You are the one who witnesses the emotion. As thoughts arise, know that you are not the thinker of the thoughts. You are the one that witnesses the thinker of the thoughts. So when you need a little light in this experience, as emotions come up, just take a sip with an in-breath and let that light find the spaces and places that need to be lit up and loved. Your body has begun to be more still, the neuroplasticity in your brain getting the facilitation it needs, your heart rate slowing, and now your sensory experience begins. Your internal eyes begin to open. You can sense the person to your left or to your right. Maybe you feel the story they brought into this space. Maybe you can send a little love to somebody next to you. And a little more tuned into energy, let's go to the vibrational energy that our ears call sound. What do you hear? Maybe it's the dominant sound of the fan in the room. Or maybe just the silent, quiet inhale and exhale that only you can hear as oxygen fuses with your blood as you breathe in and out. Find a sound in this room. And now add your breath. Breathe into that sound and feel the vibration of that sound expand around you 360 degrees as you breathe in. And then breathe out. And try on that energetic experience for the next several breath cycles, breathing into sound, feeling it expand and lift on your in-breath, feeling it swirl and move on to another in this space with your out-breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Allow the sound waves to emanate from the space I occupy on this day to the space you occupy. Not only to the geography we share and the map of yoga mats and bodies, but also the space I occupy consciously to your consciousness. Whatever story you're living out in your life is where you are in your mental and spiritual and emotional geography. And so let those sound waves find its way into your story, your relationships, your work, and breathe in and breathe out. You may have mentally offered up one story in particular that needs some love, some attention, some compassion, maybe a knot in your life that needs untied, a locked door that you cannot seem to find the key to. Breathe in and let those sound waves find their way, and just trust that the practice you're leaning into today unties knots, unlocks doors, and creates something out of nothing. Let's begin with the body. Your eyes are closed and nobody can see you, so I ask that you try something new. I want you, with your eyes closed, to smile. And there, where you lie, or where you are seated, see how just the act of raising the corners of your mouth in a smile unlocks doors and unties knots in your stories. It will. Breathe in and let your face relax again. And take that experience as an object lesson to how one small act can create openings unexpected. Starting with a smile. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring your awareness to your feet. The bottom of your feet. And allow the vibration of the singing bowls to release and relax the base of your feet. Breathe in and allow that same awareness to transfer from the base of your feet to wrap around to the top of your foot. Releasing and relaxing the muscles, the bones, the tendons. If it serves you, see a beam of light or a color. Follow your in-breath through the base of your feet, through the journeys that they have taken, through every dance step they've known, and allow your feet some rest today. Awareness to your ankles. Allow them to rest and be where they are. Your lower legs receiving light or color as you breathe in. calf muscles and your bony parts out front. Release, relax, let them fall heavy into the floor. The floor like a magnet pulling from your lower legs. All of the tension and stressors that may be there. Give your attention through your in-breath to your knees. And see your knees as an object lesson for your life. That soft and vulnerable spaces so easily injured work together with the bony protective structure of your kneecap to create movement. Your knees, with one thought, can work together with structures that are so different from the other to create and propel you into something where nothing was there before. Breathe in and breathe out at your knees and release and relax. Breathing in your thigh muscles. They hold so much of your body's blood at any given time. Release and relax. And know that where there is blood, there's cells, and where there's cells, there's energy, and where there's energy, there's cellular memory. And sometimes judgment. So visit that space, your thigh muscles, and maybe consider if you're judging yourself a little bit too much. What you're storing in those spaces. Breathe in deeply and gather it all up. Clean your house with an exhale and get rid of judgment. No seed ever grew from soil because somebody judged it. The earth pulling out of your thighs, all stress and tension, breathing in, breathing out. Awareness to your pelvis. You've seen what a pelvis looks like on an X-ray. What a wonderful, miraculous work of art that is. Carved out anciently, story after story, person after person, that beautiful structure supporting you. So allow your hips and your pelvis to relax today. Breathing in and breathing out to that space and all of the functions in that space, and exhaling judgment. Awareness now on an in-breath to your hands, your fingertips. Release and relax your thumbs, your pointing finger. Breathing in and breathing out, relaxing that middle guru finger. Exhaling, releasing and relaxing your ring finger and your small finger. Can you see a beam of light at the center point of each palm? That's where you keep your work. So breathe in and let light infuse into what you will create out of nothing. And then breathe out and let that emanate through your fingertips out into a world that needs your creation. How do you get your creation into the world? You find your will, your strength, your personal push, and that exists at your navel. Bring your awareness as you breathe in and breathe out to your navel and to the muscles of your stomach, the alchemy of your own digestive system. And breathe into that space and release and relax and create openings that will be your own personal push and willpower through this week. Awareness rising into your wrists, your lower arms, the base of your rib. Your elbows releasing and relaxing. You know when creation is most joyous. It's when it manifests through the lens of love. Nothing to gain for yourself and everything to give for the other. The kind of giving that doesn't cause you to lose yourself or be dissolved, but the kind of giving that lights you up even more, reminds you why you came here in the first place. Your awareness now to the center of your chest, where love energy exists at all times, 100% charged if you're still enough to know it and feel it. He or she who loves creates. Love never rested on anything without causing it to grow. Love never entered a thought without causing that thought to bring it to life, into a life. So breathe in and breathe out love. And know that you, in doing so, through your awareness, have begun creating something out of nothing. Your upper arms heavy at your side, just let them go. Your shoulders as well. Your upper back melting into the floor. Become aware of the muscles in your neck and where sound begins there in your throat, your voice box. Send your awareness and light to where sound begins in this world. And see yourself in your mind's eye speaking into reality, some creation that you feel called to give this world. And speak it as if it already exists. When we speak creation, the entire universe organizes itself around the energy of creation for you and for those you came to serve. Breathe in. See yourself speaking it. Exhale, breathe out. Your jaw muscles relax. Your lips may part. The muscles of your face release, relax. Breathing in and breathing out, soften the muscles around your eyes, your eye sockets, your brow line. And your awareness now to the crown of your head. The you that birds see when they fly overhead. the you the sunlight aims for on sunny days. Can you breathe in and gather up the stories that have told you that you're not enough or that there are just too many barriers, and can you let those go on an exhale and stay with that sense of light there at the crown of your head? Can you trust that that light has an intention for your life to create something out of nothing? Can you breathe with that as we go into silence? That's how you love your life. Let's begin. Eyes remain closed. Allow your awareness to enter the room once again. Back to a sense of your own breathing in and breathing out. Quiet your breath. Once again, aware of the movement of air over your skin. Once again, aware of light entering this room, or sound. Be still. You've reached a beautiful time in your own meditation practice where if you have a mantra, you can repeat it over and over in your mind and let the words settle into your cells. Maybe it's just as simple as, I'm doing the best that I can. Or if you have a prayer practice where you ask for help or express gratitude, this is also a beautiful time for that. Let's go home to our breath. Bring your awareness to your navel, and like we began, exhale all of the air from your body, pressing your navel into your spine. Clean your house. And then breathe in all the way to the top of your lungs capacity, my friends. And when you get there, hold it as if you've created something out of nothing. There's a world out there that needs your creation, your ideas. Open your mouth, exhale, let them go into the world. Let's keep your eyes closed for just a moment more. On an in-breath, bring your right palm up to touch your heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Another inhale brings your left palm to come up and rest itself over the top of your right hand, pressing into your heart. If you drive through these streets or walk through the rooms of your house, your office, this gym, anywhere, and wonder, why am I here? What's the point? Take the cue of that beating heart underneath your hands as the universe sending you a message saying, you're alive, and if you're alive, you're needed. And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to call the numbers and say, I need a little extra today. Now press your palms together, hands at heart center. Press your palms in. Your fingers will touch at the tips. Allow those thumbs touching to touch the center of your chest. Allow the middle fingers touching at the top to point up to light. Breathe some light in through that middle fingers touching into the center of your heart, through your thumbs and right into your heart. I know each one of you have something to create this week, even if it's a moment or two to look in the mirror, to see the one looking back at you, and to find something of worth. Because the greatness in me bows today to the greatness in you. Namaste.